Okay, so in this problem, we're going to find two numbers. So this is a fairly common type of math problem. It says find a linear equation to solve for the following unknown quantities. So basically, they want us to solve an equation, right? Okay, now they give us some information. One number exceeds another number by 17. So keep that in mind. Their sum is 31. Find the two numbers. Probably the easier part is to think about this. Their sum is 31. Let's say the numbers are x and y. So x and y are two numbers. Now we don't really get to have two variables, but we'll get back to that. We're going to deal with the sum here. So we know we have two numbers. The problem said to find two numbers. And we know that their sum is 31. So we know x plus y is 31. That's probably the easy part. We're not done, but that at least gets us started, right? The tricky part is going to be one number. Okay, let's say x exceeds. So let's say it's bigger than another number by 17. So let's say the other number is y. Now, this is kind of how I think about it. And I have to go slow. I can't just like rush through this and throw stuff down. A lot of times students want to just throw some stuff on the paper and hope for the best. Nope, I'm going to take my time. One number is bigger than another number by 17. Okay, so if I want them to be equal, which one's smaller? I'm saying this is the bigger number, the x. So that means this one is the small number, y. And if I wanted them to be equal, they'd have to add up to be 7, or I'd have to add 17 to the small one to get it to be as big as the big one. Okay, now that might make sense to you. If it doesn't, that's okay. You could say, well, the difference between the two numbers is 17. That works. It's the same as this if you rearrange it. What else could you say? Oh, if I took the big number and I subtracted 17, I would get the smaller number. Same thing. So pick which one you want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use this one right here. So what I'm going to do is I have a representation for x. It's y plus 17. So I'm going to put, instead of x, I'm going to put y plus 17. And then I finish off that equation. Plus y equals 31. Now I have an equation in one variable that I can solve. So if you were thinking, well, why didn't you just solve the x plus y equation, x plus y equals 31? I can't, because I've got two variables and I can only have one variable. Okay, but this I can solve. So I'm going to say y plus y is 2y plus 17 equals 31. I'm going to subtract 17 from both sides. I'm going to have 2y. This is the solving part. This is the fun. And then I'm going to divide by 2. And I get y equals 7. Okay. Now go back up here. If y is 7, then what's x? Well, x has to be 7 plus 17 then, or x is 24. Sorry, I'm moving this around on you. So I say the two numbers are 7 and 24. Now one thing you should always do is check. Is that number 17 more than that number? Yep. Do they add up to 31? Yep. So it works, okay? So that's kind of the thinking and how to set things up, and that's one example.